no street lights, has no markings, has no reflectors. In a country called Ghana, the so-called gateway to Africa. And we are watching. We have a roads minister who tells us, for if you think we are not constructing roads, you must hurry up.
President Akufo-Addo started fixing roads in Ghana in a very strong manner from 2017. So at times it's ridiculous that you hear somebody saying, we are in 2021, fix roads. You are far behind. You are years and months behind. Those people should double up and follow us and know where we are. We have left them behind. When roads were being fixed from January 2017, with speed, but without sacrificing quality. Hey, 4 or 5 years on, we should fix roads. You are late. You are far behind. Get up and run and catch up with us, because we have gone far.
We have a transport minister who prides himself in what they have been able to achieve. But all of these things are happening. You have an interior minister who will post MTTD officers to be checking people whether they have roadworthy certificates or not. Are the roads worthy of our cars? I can tell you that the vehicle in which we're traveling, a top-range vehicle, had to hit the speed ramps so many times because the people had decided to place concrete on an asphalt roads. And everybody is watching. We are watching as if, and it's not just there. Last week I showed you a road from Kumasi, Techiman, all the way to Tamale that didn't have street lights. I'm showing you again what's happening towards Volta region, because you know, for a country like Ghana, when you are going to the central region, you are going to the western region, the road is just one. You are going to the Volta region, it's just one road. You are going to the eastern region, Kumasi, it's just one road. So how is it that all our major roads leading out of the capital called Accra into connecting to other cities, intercity streets, do not have street lights, they have street markings, they don't have reflectors and all of these things, and everybody is quiet? What kind of a people are we? Now let's come into the Volta region. So we got into the Volta region and we were met with complaints from the people around the Keta and Loga, Ketu South area. You know that they have been hit by tidal waves, don't you? You know that most of their homes have been eaten away. And you also know that our president, as a result of what happened around the Wejak-Bawe area, had asked the people to develop the National Disaster Management Plan. They had asked for people to develop it. We developed it. The president is happy about it. He makes a big speech about it. But since the predicament hit the people of Ketu South, Keta, and Angloga, has the president visited here? The president had cause to tweet and WhatsApp and put a post about Notre Dame in France. The president spoke about Floyd. The president has spoken about many different disasters in the world. Sierra Leone. We sent a delegation there, Vice President. Our own people at Keta, Angloga, and Ketu South, their homes have been eaten away by the sea, tidal waves. Their livelihoods have been stolen from them. Their smiles have been robbed from them. And here we are. Our president of the republic is on leave. The vice president who is acting in his stead is not there. The minister for works and housing, who first of all did a press conference in an air-conditioned office with the press, decides also that he won't visit the people of Ketu South, Angloga, and Keta, but he would rather go to Azizanya, Inadan, and other communities. Is that his priority? I don't know. But you also know that this is a national security concern, don't you know? So where is our national security minister in the mix? Where is our interior minister in the mix, under who NADMO works under? National Disaster Management Organization. I told you that after we finished our meeting in Japan, Yokohama meeting in 1994, we decided to come back, give it a legal back. In 1996, we set up the National Disaster Management Organization. I will tell you today, the National Disaster Management Organization's management of this whole Ketu South and Loga disaster tidal wave has been a disaster. You saw what John Mahama brought. You saw what the other NGOs brought, Jifa Bampo and the team, MTN. You saw the quantity they brought. NADMO brought 30 bags of rice for 1,000 people in distress. Brought them plastic cups, plastic plates, plastic spoon, buckets. Their kitchens have been washed away. Where were they going to cook the food? You won't bring them warm meals. But the same NADMO PRO, my very good friend George Isi, had told us that when we had a lockdown in Accra, Kumasi, Tema, and Kaswa, we cooked hot meals for the people at 5 cedis per plate. Their kitchens have been washed in Ketu South, Angloga, and Keta. We didn't bring them hot meals. It took us more than 72 hours before we got to them. It took us more than 84 hours before the minister for the region, who is the head of the Security Council, Dr. Archibald Yao-Lecha, before he came to them. So you're asking what kind of disaster preparedness plan we have. Now, when disaster breaks anywhere in the world, presidents have cut short their trips across the world to respond to their people. 4,000 lives. Do you think that if it were an election year, the ballot boxes would not have found the people in Ketu South, Keta and Angloga? The ballot materials would have found them. We would have sent polling agents and all of those people. We would have sent heavy security to guard and police their elections because the stakes are high. Today, the people are calling on our president, our vice president, our minister for interior, our national security minister, our minister for gender, children, and social protection because there are children and women involved. Motro Mojo, that's what we are interested in doing. Today, we have sent people all the way to Saboba because 9 children have died because they were going to work in their headmaster's office. So we sent a deputy minister for education. We sent the Director General of Ghana Education Service. We sent other very, very top officials. When 19 students were sodomized at Kopi JHS in the Savannah region, and they were looking for money to go and run a test to be sure whether or not the kids had been sodomized, nobody told them anything. The GES was silent. The ministry was silent. So it looks like we are now becoming a people where we pick and choose which one will earn us whatever capital. What is the Minister of Works doing in Adan when the people in Keta, Angloga, and Ketu South have been calling on him to even come and see them? He came to make a promise to them in May that he was going to see to the construction of the sea defense wall. While the people in Keta, they are not human beings. Those who are losing their livelihoods because the borders have been closed, are they not human beings? Those whose homes have been washed, those whose children cannot go to school, those who are sleeping on the streets because even NADMO came and spent 72 hours and told us that they were assessing the situation, and then in the final analysis, they had counted 1,000 people, 4,000 people in total, and they decided to bring 30 mattresses and 25 bed nets. Let's assume you are even planning for just 30 people. The 5 people that are left, would they be hanging in the air, or would they be sleeping in your veranda, or your hall, or your kitchen? Shame on you. The people are calling on you. They are asking you to remember them. The people you wish that would vote for you because it is supposed to be a certain party's World Bank are calling on you. And they are calling on you not because they want to politicize it. They are calling on you because, first of all, they are Ghanaians who pay taxes. They are Ghanaians, Mr. President, that you swore to protect by the public oath and the presidential oath. They are calling on you because they are Ghanaians no matter what. It is so unfair that you have not visited them. It is so unfair, Mr. Vice President, that you have not visited them. It is so unfair, Interior Minister, that you have not gone to them. It is so unfair, Minister for Housing and Works, you have not gone to them. It is so unfair, Minister of National Security, you have not gone to them. It is so unfair, Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, that you have not gone to them. And you know what is even worse? NADMO brought that pittance of relief. I call it distress, and it is shameful. And they said they were going to bring a second tranche. Today is 4 days after they took that. Where is the second batch? Where is the second batch of the supplies that they are bringing to the people to survive on? Where is the second batch? It happened in Saboba. You have all rushed there to Saboba. It happened in Kopi. Nobody went there. 19 boys. If there had been one girl who had been sodomized, everybody would have gone there. And we are being told that food prices are cheap. Well, food prices are cheap. In which markets I've asked, nobody has told me. But if food prices are cheap, where are they going to buy the food from? You have closed the border. The people are telling you that they go across the border to go and trade. You have closed your ears to it, and yet when disaster strikes them, you don't give them aid that is equal to the kind of pressure they are feeling. It has to take individuals to bring them and NGOs to bring them those aids. And you are sitting in cozy offices and organizing press conferences, and you are putting priorities on it. 4,000 lives does not matter to you. What will matter to you? What will matter to you? We must stop being selective. We must be nationalistic. We must be optimistic. And must be realistic with the people. The people of Ketu North, the people of Angloga, the people of Keta, they are looking at you, Mr. President. I know you're on leave, but I know you monitor what happens because they give you security briefings. Mr. Vice President, you're acting instead of the president. I know you have daily briefings. The movement I'm picking on the ground now, the people are not happy with you. And me, I will tell you, because I'm not one of the sycophants around you who are singing praises and trying to catch attention to get appointment. Me, I don't need appointment from anybody. I was a journalist before you became vice president and president. I will be a journalist long after you are gone. So do what is right by the people, because the people pay their taxes to you. The people have given their power to you. The people have resolved to have you as their leaders. And it is because all of us cannot lead. That is why you are there. So when you are there and you are leading, you must lead us on the right path. That's my message to you. Good morning.